Here's the big question.
How are agents like us,
who didn't get an opportunity to invest in a franchise early,
who are spending time and money to sell homes,
building someone else's saleable asset?
How do we grow a business but still build wealth?
Have an exit strategy,
and get a piece of the pie that's not dependent
on us working more hours and every weekend?
That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer.
My name is Jay Kinder.
My name is Al Stasek.
And I'm Michael Reese. We are your hosts, and welcome to the One Big Fire Podcast. All right. Hey, Michelle Wood, are y'all both there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Excited.
Awesome. I think I'm going to change the name of the podcast to Riding Shotgun with Michael Reese. I'm joking. The reason why is I've been doing these episodes I'm at the lake, and so I've been doing them. I got a new truck last week, and I've been doing them from my truck because I got better internet in my truck than I do inside of the cabin. But anyway, man, I'm so excited.
I think that's the point, man. You get to spend time at the lake. This is what we're trying to do, is help people spend more time doing what they love to do. So I think it's perfect.
There you go. Well, then I need to get by the water. But today we have, obviously, Michelle, I'm so excited. We've been having some great conversations over the last couple of weeks. For those of you that don't know, Michelle, we partnered up. How long ago has it been now?
Almost a year. In the fall, we'll be here. Mm-hmm.
So we partnered up with Michelle, and Michelle, I know you're gonna correct me because when I laid out kind of the hook for this interview, I put 30 agents in less than 30 months, which is phenomenal, but I was wrong. Go ahead and correct me. Let's get that correction out.
Well, it's 30 people on our team, and there's just a few staff members. So we run a pretty lean operation with 3 to 4 staff members. So at any given time, we're 26, 7 agents right now and 3 to 4 staff members. So yeah. That's
awesome. And y'all are having a great month right now, right?
We are. We're up to over 200% from last June to this June for volume written. So everything's going great.
Heck yeah. Well, I want to kind of talk to your story a little bit. One of the things that I've always thought was, and this has just been my opinion, when I got into real estate, I jumped into the team. I had a team in my first year, my 6th month into the business. I hired 3 agents, and I think it's because my mentor and business partner, Jay Kinder, had one, and I was just, it looked like a lot better way to sell real estate than trying to do everything on your own. But so many people are scared. Kind of tell us your story on what made you make that jump from solo agent to team and some of the things you learned along the way.
So it started as a necessity. I was at capacity in my business, had small kids, husband traveled out of the country most of the year, and I wanted some of my time back. So what started as just me needing a showing partner then just spiraled very quickly into, okay, so-and-so came and asked to join us. So-and-so came and asked to join us. Why don't we start a team? So what started as a showing partner model where I had Ryan, who's one of my top agents, start showing for me nights and weekends. I could be home with my kids, quickly transitioned into my 3rd year in the business, us growing this team out of nowhere just 2 years ago. And really what the common theme because everybody can go out and sell real estate on their own, right? It's not really that much fun on your own. It can be so cutthroat. It's very lonely, I think. And so the common theme of why people come to our team and stay on our team is actually community. They come for the community. They come, obviously we have systems, processes, all that stuff you have to run a really highly successful team, which is so hard to do along the way as well. It's like flying a plane while you're building it. So we've made our fair share of mistakes, but I will tell you what stays consistent is that community and looking out for one another and that culture piece.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I agree. I remember when you were looking to partner up with us, I remember having that call and, getting the whole team involved and answering all of their questions and making sure that they were
in my craft room. We were in my craft room. We're here sitting at this big table. You and Al and Jay all on Zoom with us answering those questions. And it was the whole team that we did team meeting at my house that day. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about, how are y'all having so much success right now with, the kind of the current market conditions?
What was really my mic is muted. Can you hear me?
Yep.
What was apparent to me right from the get-go was of COVID and everything going on, was that there was going to be a lot of noise. And so I knew it was my job as the team leader to really help our agents and staff focus. So we run a team of a ton of people, men and women, who are in charge of their kids. Their spouse may work in Atlanta. They're the ones that are running kids to activities, that kind of thing. And so all of a sudden I had about 20 out of my 30 folks, 25, that had kids at home that were going to school, right? And so how do you run your business with your kids at home and chaos? And how do you stay focused when it seems that social media is going crazy with tons of opinions and just doomsday, terrible things happening? And so we really took a strong focus on, if we don't focus on your production and what you can actually control today, you're not going to have a paycheck in 3 months. So this is back in March, when mid-March school gets canceled. Like, we went from one day everybody's kids in school were all in the office to the next day pack up the office because nobody can come to work anyway because they got the kids home, right? And so we started just small micro commitments, getting it down to just a very granular level. What can you do today that can move your business forward? Okay, I think I can call 10 people. Great, get it done. Like, let's get that done. What can we do to get people in a house? Well, we can get our client to send us a video, just because of restrictions with COVID, all of that stuff. So we pivoted very, very quickly. I will tell you that. We cut expenses very quickly, and we just started focusing daily with one another on a 9 a.m. check-in every single day. It didn't last long, but what were those 2-3 things you're going to do that are just small things today to keep your mental health going, to keep your family going? Because we want whole agents. We don't want people that are just selling a ton of real estate and can say they're successful. I want happy, successful people that are taking care of themselves, taking care of their family, that kind of thing. So I really think that's what the success is from, just super duper focused.
Well, let me ask you a question, because a lot of people may not know, but you partnered with us on the EXP platform, and that was over a year ago. Did that kind of help because you had made that move from your other brokerage model, where kind of people a little bit more used to some of the virtual stuff as a result of that?
100%. So number one, we only had 10 people when we came to EXP. So that's the other thing that I think has been such a light bulb for me, was that when we came to EXP and started interacting with the kind of people that are at EXP and the kind of knowledge that people share with one another, it took a lot of the guesswork out of what I had been doing. And I started just, because all that guesswork and those things that I had just at my former brokerage been saying, okay, let's throw this at the wall and see if it works. Let's do this. Let's do this. And met with a lot of resistance, quite frankly, all of the time. That just stopped happening. And so, yeah, the virtual platform, 100%, we could pack up everything. We do have a physical office, but it changed nothing for us as a team, as a brokerage, a little baby brokerage within EXP. And completely tuned in to where we had already had virtual things going on, and just being able to dial right into those.
So you're telling me how many agents? So your team doubled in 1 year after joining the EXP?
Almost tripled. Yeah, we're just shy of triple. Yeah, we were 10 all in when we came to EXP. We were 10 agents all in, and a couple of admin were licensed as well.
Would you say it was easier to change your value proposition for recruiting?
As far as what goes, what do you mean?
Well, like with EXP, you get health insurance. So were you able to layer in those things to other agents that were at brokerage that didn't have some of those benefits in order to increase your, the value proposition to the agent on what they get when joining you, which, you get when you join EXP, but then on top of that, they get all the stuff from your team. Do you feel like that helped with the attraction?
Yeah, I think what it is there's so much, again, noise in real estate, and there's so many different types of things that people are attracted to. And what EXP was is just, this is simple, right? Simple model. We are virtual, very little overhead, very lean. That's how I run my business, a very lean, productive, and highly profitable business. And yet everybody became an owner, right? So the things that we were doing to make a lot of other people money in the past, now that I can say to my agents, hey, this is you now. Like, you have a vested interest in the company. You bring people within our team. And I say the same exact thing every week. I say, know an agent like you? Call them, because let's bring them onto the team. That's what created the momentum and the changeover. Now, the logistics of it, all of our team became not only shareholders, right? But it was more profitable for them because it made us a mega team, which helped us to reduce their cap. It just a lot of got out of the way that were made before. Let's just say that.
So let me ask you a question. What was one of your did you have any skepticisms before coming over?
Yes.
What were some of those? What were some of the things that were so many people I hear, they hear about it, and then it's usually about 8 to 12 months until they make the move. And usually there's something that happens in between there.
Yeah. So I had been told I had been told everything negative you can be told about a brokerage. And I thought, well, how bad could it be? The numbers make sense. I'm good at math. Like, that's one thing I'm really good at. I used to be a musician, and musicians and math people tend to have a lot in common because, it's math is music. So I'm like, well, I can do the numbers here. And these numbers are not making sense with what other people are telling me is the truth about EXP. So the worst that could happen is I go there, I get in, and I'm like, this stinks. I hate it. What's the worst that happens? I start my own, go back. That's fine. Nothing I had been told was true. Nothing. I, to this day, tell everybody, this is better than I thought it could be. This is more exciting than I thought it could be. Everything they're saying about rev share, everything they're saying about how people will tell you how to do things and just give you their stuff without anything in return, all of it's true. All of it's true. All the things they've been telling me for 2 years trying to get me to join, and I ignored them because nobody else was doing it. So if nobody else is doing it, why shouldn't I? Like, locally, I mean. Right. That's the thing. And locally, nobody was joining EXP. No one is joining. No problem. We'll lead the way. So.
Heck yeah.
What about your agents? Did your agents have some skepticism, in your whole team when you were coming over? I mean, were they nervous about things? How did that play out?
That's such a great question. So, telling a team of that size that we're leaving the brokerage in 24 hours can be a very scary thing. And I didn't sleep. I mean, I laid in bed and thought, what if they all say they're not going to come? I'm going to be going out and taking listings tomorrow and working all these buyers because I'm going, right? They all were, I said to them, and if you're a leader watching this, I think that that's the hard part, is knowing when as a leader you have to make a decision in the best interest of the team, whether it means cutting somebody from your team, moving brokerages, hiring someone to the team. And so it was a very simple conversation. My job is to do what's best for everyone on this team and to protect the culture and the future of you. And the decision has been made that we're joining EXP today. And I know you trust me as your leader to make that tough decision. And so we're going. Who's in? And they all raise their hands. So it's kind of it's a scary thing as a leader to take a leap of faith like that and not know what is on the other side of it. And it's even scarier to say, I believe so strongly in this and I want you to believe too. But what if they don't, right? And what does that look like? And so it was a very humbling experience for me. That whole team is still with us. They all came. It was seamless. EXP made it so easy. Our Jay, Mike, Al, everybody just made it so easy and so welcoming. And it was just the best decision I've ever made.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so one of the things that we're covering right now is we're helping, and this is just this is a shameless plug. If you're watching this interview and you want to learn how you can, people got to understand it's easier to grow your business fast than it is slow. And one thing that I've always learned from people like Michelle is Michelle knows how to turn strangers into clients. She knows she's probably one of the best marketers. If you want to learn what's working right now in today's market, make sure you get registered for Double Your Business Live. You can go to You can go to doubleyourbusinesslive.com and get registered. There's 3 offers. Let me show you this. This is a true story. In Woods, I'm going to give this to you. I got a message. I literally got a message from a guy that I met last week. This is last week. I sent it to Al and Jay this morning. Can y'all see that? Hold on. Let's see if y'all can y'all see that?
How do I pause or turn off these phone calls for new construction leads? I'm in the middle of a webinar and my phone keeps ringing to connect me to new construction leads.
This guy literally messaged me 4 times. He's had his phone ring 14 times in 30 minutes. 14 times in 30 minutes. People, the reason I'm doing this is to encourage you that no different than Michelle and myself and Woods, we just want you to know that the business, you can go out there and grow your business right now, but you have to be able to be decisive and make decisions and take action. And if you're not getting what you want, then change something you're doing every day. And I love what you said, Michelle, and we're going to get back to that, is those micro commitments. So, you know, right now, I think you're probably leading so many of these agents. What do you do with an agent when they have the wrong mindset? What do you do? Because when you have 30 people on your team, it's impossible to have 30 people with the perfect mindset. And I feel like everything starts with mindset. How do you help people go from to get that mindset that you have when they don't have it?
Well, I think that, you know, we're in the people business, right? And I'm in specifically the people development business. And so life, I say this to our agents all the time, life is going to show up. It is no different for you, Woods, me, anybody. Life at any time is going to show up. And so we acknowledge that, right? Life's going to show up for your kids one day when you least expect it, or your parents, or your health, or whatever. And so knowing that we have this core group that's there to support one another, that is just so balanced and really helped by EXP. In addition to that, they know that they have a safe place to be when it comes to that. But yeah, when somebody's mindset isn't in the right place and they're in fear, right? So there's just really 2 emotions in the world, love or fear, right? We're either operating out of love and opportunity and prosperity, or we're operating out of fear, which comes out as anger, you know, resentment, all the different things. So I just take it back to a simple place and say, where's this coming from? Like, let's just get right down into it. That's not always fun, if I'm being honest. It's a lot easier to say, oh, Michael's just having a hard day, you know, let him go do his thing, let him go off into the deep end and do what he's going to do. No, we really bring it back and try to bring that focus back to, let's get down to really what's going to happen and know that life's going to show up and we're still going to go forward. And we do that with check-ins, you know, like our lead agents are checking in, really getting to the specific measurable commitments, because a goal is great. You just say your goal. Yeah, I'm going to sell 100 homes this year. But the specific micro commitment that's going to get you there every single day, that's a different thing. Because we can either say, hey, Michael, you committed to calling 6 people today. Did that happen or did it not happen?
It happened.
It happened. Awesome. Okay, now say it didn't happen. Did that happen or didn't happen? Right? Didn't happen. Oh, it didn't happen. Well, let's talk about that, right? So you're going to know whether that, are you willing to recommit to that, right? Are you willing to recommit to what you, because at the end of the day, it's not about my checkbook that's going to get Michael those 6 phone calls. It's about Michael achieving what he wants to achieve in his life. And I, you know, bringing that back to people when you're in fear and you can't get into momentum, it's very hard to even see past the immediate problem that you've got in front of you.
No, that's a great answer. Man, that's a really good answer. What are you most excited about?
I really get up every single day. It's the most exciting and the most terrifying thing I do every day is pouring into people to help them achieve things that they never thought possible. I was a stay-at-home mom 5.5 years ago, living in my parents' basement. I mean, I didn't think I'd be leading these people. I never knew about EXP, or even real estate wasn't even on my radar. So if I can do that and have the success and personal growth that I've been able to have because people have poured into me, it is my obligation and duty to do the same for others. And I think that is what's exciting. Now, some days it makes you crazy, right? Because we're people. And some days I don't feel like doing that, pouring into other people, because, you know, you get taken advantage of or something doesn't work out and you think, well, why am I doing this? I could just go sell 100 homes myself and whoo, Really great. But that's my purpose, is to just help other people and help them achieve not only financial success, but see them grow as a person and become somebody that they never thought possible.
How do people get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me on Instagram. Michelle Whitmer Humes is my name on Instagram. You can, that's mostly about my family and just my day-to-day life. I'm on Facebook. JoinMichelleHumes.com will get to me. You can get through my email. It's all over the place. So there's lots of different ways you can reach me. And happy to have conversation around, what I can do to help improve other people's businesses, like what's happened to us. So
is that what y'all are, is that, I know you said you're really excited about, and I'm going into our personal conversation a couple weeks ago, but really stepping a little bit more out of production and investing in more agents' careers and helping develop those people. Is that kind of where you see the next level for you, where you spend more of your time?
Absolutely. So I spend a lot of my day-to-day time in the team and making sure the team has the support they need. And I also I think we can do this to ourselves. We play tricks on our mind. And I've said to myself, well, what is somebody going to learn from me? I've only been doing it blank amount of time. I've only had a team 2.5 years. What do I possibly have to give to somebody else? And that's just a crock. That's just not true. I have things I mean, mostly I've learned because I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, and just helping others avoid those mistakes and get there faster. That's my goal. So yeah, I think that's the most exciting thing that happens, and helping other people double their business, just like what's happened to me. I've doubled every year since I got into real estate, and buckle up. Where are we going next?
I like it. Doubleyourbusinesslive.com. I'm just like you. That's the real truth is, what I'm excited to work with you, Michelle, is really helping you take what you're doing on a local level and scaling it out so that somebody can wake up, because your story's inspiring all the way down to, I know we didn't talk about it, but how you got your license on Groupon, you said.
$100. It's a good investment. Worked out for Groupon. They should make a commercial about me.
They should. I like that. We can make that happen.
Speaking. Yeah, somebody call Groupon.
Yeah, let's do that. So anyway, Wood, you got any final questions or parting words?
No, I don't think so, man. I just think it's very obvious that you're an amazing leader. I think, you can tell that you come from a place of love, and I think that really comes through. Sometimes it's hard in short segments to really get to know somebody, and I hope that everybody that's watching this video can get a sense that, Michelle Humes is the giver and somebody that can help. And so definitely, if anybody's, wants to get more info from Michelle, it's just Michelle, joinmichellehumes.com, right?
Yep. They can email me there. Or they can go on my Instagram as michellewhitmerhumes.com, WITMER. They'll be able to find me there. DM me on there. Happy to help you. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Hey, thank you
thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much for jumping on, Michelle, and make it a great day. I can't wait to finish the project that we're about to start.
Absolutely. Then we'll have an even better place for people to go. And
we need to do this a year from now and see if Michelle is like tripled again, like she's at like 90 or 100 agents on her team.
I guarantee she will. If you look at her total agent count nationwide, it'll be triple, quadruple next year.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I would bet on it.
100%.
I would bet on it. Awesome.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.